What do you get when you take old school reliability and driving dynamics and mix it with a dash of advanced driver assist aids and spanking good looks? Well, you get the Suzuki Fronx Hybrid. Now in this video, we take the top spec Suzuki Fronx Hybrid SGX out for a week-long drive to see how it fits in your active lifestyle. Let's do this. The subcompact crossover segment is one of the most hotly contested vehicle segments in the Philippines, and now, Suzuki wants a piece of that pie with the Suzuki Fronx. The Fronx seeks to provide a handsome and dynamic drive for the active professional, as well as starting families who prioritize comfort and safety. It's an objective that the Suzuki Fronx can deliver at an affordable price, since this top-spec Suzuki Fronx Hybrid SGX two-tone retails for only 1,299,000 Philippine pesos. So, what's it like to live with and drive the Suzuki Fronx Hybrid SGX? Let's find out. Of the hundreds of crossovers that I've reviewed, most tend to have the same plain vanilla approach to the driving experience. Most have, an overboosted steering feel and a soft and floaty suspension, which may seem like it's prioritizing comfort, but the drive experience and engagement has been sacrificed. Now that is not my experience with the Suzuki Fronx. You see, Suzuki managed to create the perfect balance of comfort and drivability in this subcompact crossover. We have a 1.5-liter naturally aspirated inline-4 gasoline engine that can produce 101 horses and 135 Nm of maximum torque. This is then paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission, which marks the return of the 6-speed to Suzuki's local lineup. You see, the last Suzuki model that had a 6-speed automatic transmission was the Grand Vitara, and oh boy pare, that 6-speed is such a welcome feature in the Fronx SGX. We even have paddle shifters here, which I must say is quite responsive for a subcompact crossover. Pare, the power delivery is smooth and linear, and it can easily take you to the speed limit without any fuss, without any fuss. Now, that is what I call inclusive power. Now, why is it inclusive? Well, that's because it's enough for most drivers like me who like to have some speed and some oomph in their car, but it's not too much power such that it will overwhelm some of the newer drivers out there. Then there's the steering feel and the way Suzuki tuned the suspension. You see, the steering feel is perfectly weighted with a good amount of heft and feel such that you know what your front wheels are doing. Now, that is surprising considering that we have an electric power assist system here. Now, in terms of handling, it's also really nimble and responsive around the twisties, making it a perfect companion if you want to go driving around mountain roads. The suspension has also been tuned perfectly, pare, balancing comfort and handling performance. You see, for me mga dudes, this is one of the best crossovers to drive in the segment since it feels more like a sporty hatchback than a crossover. Now that fun to drive experience is complemented by the sharp good looks of the Suzuki Fronx. You see, Suzuki has hit a home run when it comes to the Fronx's design. First out, check out those fancy looking LED DRLs. You see, at first glance you would think that these are the headlight units, but nope. The headlights, the futuristic looking headlights, are found right here on the sides of the front bumper. Now when you look at that front grille, you will see that it is also perfectly proportioned in terms of size, and when you combine that front grille with the futuristic looking LED lighting units, the LED DRLs and the headlight units, you'll see that we have a front fascia design here that looks both upscale and premium, and it also looks pretty expensive. Now, another design cue of the Suzuki Fronx that gives it a premium vibe would be the two-tone paint job. You see, we have a blacked out roof here plus the pillars, and we also have a blacked out power folding side mirror housing with LED turn signals. In fact, the black treatment extends all the way to the 16-inch alloy wheels, at least for this top spec Suzuki Fronx SGX. Now, behind those wheels, we also get disc brakes up front, we have drums at the back, and for the suspension, we have MacPhersons up front and a torsion beam at the back. Now, the ground clearance of the Suzuki Fronx stands at 170 millimeters, which is perfect because it goes well with the coupe-like design of the Suzuki Fronx. Now, the cabin is one of the best features of the Fronx SGX, mainly because it has a lot of tech-on features, but the cabin operation is still very user-friendly. You see, we have faux leather seats here with height adjustment for the driver's seat and a leather-wrapped steering wheel that adjusts for tilt and telescoping. See? Great for taller drivers. And we also have paddle shifters. Now, the steering wheel has a lot of buttons, mainly for the operation of the adaptive cruise control and the infotainment system. Now, I personally like that, mga dude pare. I like having a lot of buttons here because any adjustment that you want to make, yeah, it's just a simple press of a button away. Now, I also love the old school execution of the heads-up display. See, we have a heads-up display here, but the panel would pop out and it would deploy upon startup, and I love that. That is so retro. That is so cool, mga dude pare. Now, we have a bunch of information on that heads-up display such that you don't even need to look at the analog gauge cluster that you have here. And we also have a 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as the image of a 360-degree view camera. Now, that camera image even scans the surroundings, the environment around you when you start it up, which is a really, really cool feature. Now, we have physical AC controls here, which I also love, and the air conditioning, mga dudes. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, it is cold as well. Now, we also have a wireless charge pad here, the gear shifter, and a manual handbrake, which is, well, it's expected since we only have rear drum brakes at the back. Now, overall, mga dude pare, this cabin it's nice, it's a cozy cabin, and you get multiple textures here and there, and you also have, well, a two-tone colorway, which is a thumbs up for me. Suzukis are known for their small cars, and the Fronx has that same light and nimble feeling. You see, the small footprint of the Fronx makes it easy to drive around in the city, and we also have fantastic outward visibility as well. It is also very, very easy to park, especially with that 360-degree view camera image. Now, the small size of the Fronx means that it's also lightweight, which also translates to better fuel economy. In fact, the Suzuki Fronx Hybrid was able to reach 27.99 kilometers per liter, as observed by the Automobile Association of the Philippines, or AAP. Now, mga dude pare, that is phenomenal. Now, one of the defining features of the Fronx SGX would be Suzuki's safety support. This is the first time we are getting the full suite of advanced driver assist aids in a Suzuki model, and oh boy, mga dude pare, they executed it really, really well. You see, the adaptive cruise control makes it really relaxing to drive on the highway, and the lane keep assist ensures that you don't drift off your lane when you're going on these long drives. Now, all of these safety features that you're seeing on your screen gave the Fronx a 4-star safety rating from the Japan NCAP pare. That's the Japan NCAP for you. Now, that, my friends, is not bad at all. Now, it's time for us to go and check out the back seat. Alright, so being a subcompact crossover, the back seat of the Suzuki Fronx is good enough for 2 average adults, well, to prevent any bad feelings. You see, you can squeeze a third adult in the middle, but it is literally going to be a squeeze, and yes, all of you will not be comfortable. Now, the Suzuki Fronx, when you keep it at just 2 adults, is very comfortable here at the back seat. We've got a good amount of space here for my 5'6" frame, and the NVH is also acceptable on the highway. Now, for the amenities, we have a pair of rear AC vents here, and we also have a USB Type A and Type C charge port. The rear end gets a sleek, coupe-like design that makes the Suzuki Fronx stand out. You see, we have these slim LED taillight units here and this LED light strip, plus we have some body cladding on the rear bumper, which gives it a more rugged look. Now, pop open the trunk, and you get around 304 liters of cargo space here, which is perfect for a large tanker luggage. See? The thing is, yeah, the cargo floor of the Suzuki Fronx is a bit on the low side and the cargo lip is pretty tall, so you will need a little bit more muscle in order to put your luggage into that trunk area. Now, thankfully, we do have a donut spare tire here, which is perfect for emergencies. So there you have it. The Suzuki Fronx Hybrid is proof that you don't have to pay a premium to get the perfect balance of performance, tech, and safety in your vehicle. It is a combination of Suzuki's tuning expertise, paired with the sleek good looks and all the safety features and connectivity that you will ever need. The Suzuki Fronx Hybrid truly embodies its name because it is truly Frontier Next. Thanks for watching.